poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair bitch and she look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't murder my ego. She heard of my deep stroke. She said, babe, does it hurt when I deep throat? It does. Certified freak hoe, hang around dust and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw. Goddamn. Spending money at the club like Sam's. Yes, ma'am. She a little freak on cam, but she don't put this on the ground. Little boys tryna diss on the ground. Hey, I can't switch on the fan. Shit's hot, hit the switch on the fan. This where my head is. I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions. I be discouraged from sharing my blessings. We used to share a connection. Now it just feels like it's wearing and stretching. I'm getting real sick of taking advice from people that never could stare at reflections. Somewhere in there is a lesson. Y'all ain't evolving, it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing the section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water and wearing protection. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting some traction. I'm at the venue, it's packed in. I'm digging her accent. I got a BB Simon belt on me and she tryna get it unfastened. That's my type of distraction. That's my type of she Latin. Got my own flow and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed they satin. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. My swag they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
What is up, everybody?
Just said, made another one, baby. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass. Baby, can you do it like that?
How you guys doing tonight? Let's get some chiller music rolling. Something a little more like that. All right. Been a long day, but we are going to do a couple things tonight. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of arena, and then we are going to review our war fights for this past war. We're going to talk through mistakes made, and there were plenty, improvements. Just try to learn and figure out what we would have done differently, and yeah, hopefully have a little bit of fun too. So got my adult juice. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Let's see. And some different music, man. I need something to grind to. Let's see here. Now we're talking. All right. Let's get get into the arena. Ask for some helps real quick. Might even get a little bit of live AQ here. Looks like I have some energy. There's got to be a better way to implement this system in the game. Man. It takes so long. Get these cleared out. And then we are going to try to finish out this arena real quick. Then we're going to go review our war fights. So hope everybody is having a good Friday. Friday evening. Grab your beverage. Take a drink. Relax. I don't know about y'all, but been a long one for me, so. Also just noticed that we got our 69th subscriber. Pretty sweet. Okay, can't counter that. Good to know. I wonder if you can get in close enough with that. Counter that. Doc Strange, my man. How is it going? How are you doing tonight, man? Good to see you again. I'm not sure if you were able to stick around for the end of the stream, but we did go and take down the Grandmaster for you. Might have tuned out. That path kind of took a long time, but you were always more than welcome to go back and watch the stream. I know we were talking about that Grandmaster fight, so I did get it done. It cost me 2 revives, so I've had some practice at it though, but at least that'll give you an idea of the fight, how to play it, and hopefully, yeah, give you some motivation to go get it done. I know it's scary to do fights like that sometimes. But how you doing tonight, man? How's your Friday going? Turn that music down a little bit. No one's in bed yet, so I can be a little bit louder. Friday night perks. Yeah, it was actually, it was no problem, man. It was honestly fun to fight him again. I haven't fought him in a while. Obviously, it's been a while since I completed 6.4. But yeah, it was interesting to go back through that fight. I think I definitely recommend a reverse controls immune for that last phase. I think it makes a big difference. You could probably get the whole path, that whole initial path done with 1 or 2 champs, and then the rest you could just bring a team for the Grandmaster. Honestly, so glad to hear you're doing good, man. I'm gonna finish out this this round of arena. Just gonna purify that, but then we are going to go review our war fights and try to see what we could have done to improve. I'm doing well, thank you for asking, Doc. It's been a long day. And spoiler alert, I died in my first war here with Noon, so I was having a pretty downer morning, just trying to you know, I always say, like, there's this thing called imposter syndrome that I talk about a lot. Essentially what it is it's this belief that when you get somewhere, you're not really good enough to be there. You weren't supposed to be there, right? Like, you're just pretending. And where that really comes into play, like, every time you take on a new challenge, you step up in a tier in this game, and Noon to me is a new tier. I mean, I've been in Masters level alliances, but nothing as consistent and as high level as Noon. And so I died this morning, and I sat there and I felt like, man, do I really belong here? Like, am I really good enough to be here? And you have to really nip that in the bud quick, because otherwise you let a lot of doubt creep in, you know? So, doing good now, work through it, walk through the fights, but we're gonna walk through them again here. So I'm actually, give me 1 second to figure this out, but going to create a new scene here, and try to get my channel up on stream so we can go through my war fights and just talk about how to improve moving forward. What am I trying to do? Okay, duplicate this. Sorry if this keyboard is loud. Okay. And let's add a source to that. Window capture. Man, I'm so bad with OBS. Window capture. Chrome. Let's get that done. Alright. Oh god. How do you do this? Bear with me. I think I want to move this over here. Make this full screen. That looks trippy as balls, man. Reflector. Double cam up over it. Alright. I'm very sorry for that. Okay. Here we go. Let's come over here and let's go to the channel. And let's go to the first fight. Okay. So, first fight, OBS takes a lot of time to get used to. Yes, it does. Not proficient yet, that's for sure. Okay, so first fight. Let's see if I can back it up. We can see the path a little bit. Jeez. Okay. So path 9. Not a terribly challenging path with the right counter. So essentially what the game plan was from the officers is they didn't ban Corvus, and so I'm going in here. I've got suicides on. We've got hazard shift, right? And so hazard shift, poison, incinerate. Corvus is not immune to either, which is fine. You can limit the damage from that. And so the plan was going in here. I maxed out Pacify on the masteries page, so when I parry them and I hit them while they're stunned, their ability accuracy is decreased, so there's a better chance that I can keep some of those incinerates off myself. So let's just let this play. Let's go into this fight. So yeah, power start 1, cosmic boost. The goal is to just throw off SP2s, but I want to get my charges here, so I didn't get a good opportunity there to hit into him while he had his evade up. Here I delay my combo to get him to evade, and then I'm going to throw off the heavy, so I get the evade charge, and now here, okay, first mistake. There was a lot of timers I was looking at, but really the one timer that I should have been looking at was the timer on the unstoppable armor, which is this one here. Can you see my cursor? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. I think you can see my cursor. So yeah, this one at the top left, he's gonna get an armor here, and he's probably gonna go unstoppable, and I need to react to that by backing off and just seeing if he goes unstoppable or not. I go in here, he could have punished me. Thankfully I went in for one hit and dexed immediately because I realized I made a mistake. So I go in, hit, he throws his special immediately, and I'm able to dex it, so reaction time saved me a little bit there. SP2, game over. Classic Corvus stuff. Let's see, okay, good. Okay, so that went fine. One mistake. We're gonna heal up here and take this domino fight. So my theory in this domino fight, there's this node called Feat of Indestructible 1, where when you throw a special and you get your power back, essentially when you get to a bar of power, she's going to go indestructible. So the way I thought power back boost worked is if I'm not doing any damage, I shouldn't get any power back. So I thought I'd get a bar of power after my special and then pretty much get stopped because of the indestructible. You see, she starts indestructible there because of the power 1. I'm just going to parry, try to build up to special 2. Be a little wary of her ability to evade here, but I have true strike up at this point, so it doesn't matter. So you see there, okay, pause, rewind that a little bit. Okay, so I'm throwing off this SB2, right? She's got a bar of power. I'm gonna do a lot of damage on this first hit. It's gonna give me a bar of power. Let's see, how do I do this again? I think it's, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. A little bit too far. Alright, so here I am about to throw off my SP2, and I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to get a bar of power. She's going to go indestructible, I'm not going to do any damage, and then she is going to, so my power won't go up anymore from the power back booster, but you'll see here, so what I think happens on the first hit. 19,000 damage, gets me almost to special 1, there you see. Now I think my power is going to cut off after this next hit, another 19,000, I get above bar power, so now she goes indestructible. And in my mind, if I'm doing 0 damage, you get power back based on damage that you deal. So I should be getting 0 power back here, but you'll see that on subsequent hits, I'm up to SP3. So not the end of the world. I'm just gonna wait out the indestructible and throw this off, but the fight could have been a little quicker. So yeah, I throw off the SP3. Get some power back, and call it a day. Should get just under a bar of power here back from the power back boost. I cannot dex there because I'm unlucky, so I just parry it. One more parry, just kind of waiting out the indestructible, playing slow. Could have probably just not hit her at all there, but that's okay. And we got her down, so that was fight number 2. So now we're moving on to this wood. I've got suicides on. Maybe I should have turned suicides off here. like based on item usage. Item usage became kind of a problem in this war, but yeah, maybe I should have turned off suicides just for this fight, but obviously it's Void. He's going to do a lot of passive damage to me over time, and I'm just going to try to get to SP2 and nuke him. And it goes pretty much exactly like that. Pretty safe fight, but just, oh man, my item usage of this war was atrocious. So, coming in here. Random system UI notification. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I could have boosted bigger. I was told I'm supposed to have a 30% boost on at all times, which I totally get. But for these fights, either way, I'm gonna end up at 0 health, and I have to heal the full. So I think I would have itemed out if I'd been fully boosted here. So you'll see my health is basically gonna go straight to 0. I throw off the SP2 and win the fight. So just classic Corvus things. So yeah, pretty funny fight. But then we had this Mordo on Mix Master next. Boosted up again. Power back boosts aren't going to work, so I didn't reapply that. This is just going to be a pretty basic Mordo fight. I don't actually think I made any mistakes in this fight. This is probably, yeah, my one flawless fight from the war. So, with 3 charges and suicides and boosted, Corvus just does a ton of damage. Just try to time it so that you're hitting him when his power gain comes up. I've got True Strike, so he's never going to evade, and this is just kind of a nothing fight here with Corvus. Yeah, Mixmaster does suck. It helps when they don't ban Corvus, and you get to just use a True Strike Corvus where they cannot evade you, and it's just not a real fight. 56, yeah, Corvus just does a lot of damage, so really nothing fight. He's down in 25 hits, so not too bad. Moving on to this Modoc, Ebb and Flow Intercept. So again, game plan here was to build to SP2 and just try to land an intercept to throw the SP2, got power back, boosts on, I'll get another SP2 and just cycle those. So this fight goes really well too. The only thing, yeah, wow, that damage, yeah. Corvus is gnarly with suicides. He really does a lot. So this fight goes really well. Nice little light intercept there. I guess the one issue I had in this fight is I was missing a lot of parries. You'll see I missed one there, and I just throughout the fight I consistently missed some parries. So missed another one. Just trying to, but yeah, I mean, look at this damage, man. I mean, we're just nuking this guy. Even with the protection up, it's just so much damage. So just to be safe, I land the light intercept there, and full combo. He's very much so dead. And again, Corvus just nuking. I felt really good about the war up until this point. I have one fight left with Corvus and then a mini boss. So this next fight against Killmonger, I think if I take it in the future, I'm going to re-parry to get the armor break applied. Again, I just played this a little bit poorly. I was backing up because I wanted to intercept him because of the Ebb and Flow intercept, but he wasn't really playing into it, so I get backed up into the corner. See me trying to get my armor break up. It's not really working. Trying to land a little intercept. Okay, one note. I don't know how serious you play in war, but B McG, welcome to the chat, brother. I'm doing really good. We're just reviewing my war fights from our first war, trying to figure out what we could have done better. Congrats, dude, on joining. I mean, you're with For Loki, right? Am I right on that? Hope you guys had a good first war. I was talking to Psycho Billy about it a little bit earlier, but don't know how it turned out for you. Hope you guys got a win. But yeah, we're just breaking down some of our war fights, trying to figure out how we can improve, because got an uphill battle, man. So, like I was saying, one quick note here on ebb and flow intercept. I go for a light intercept here, and you're gonna see him kind of just stand there. If you hit into him there, you are going to get parried. They just kind of stand there with the open like that after you light intercept. So don't hit into them when they do that. Just back off, wait for them to complete some other action, whether it's an attack, whether it's a heavy, whatever. Just don't hit into them. So yeah, we are chilling here, and this is where I get backed up into the corner against this Corvus. Trying to land an intercept again. I should have just gotten out. I went for a wall dex and I just missed it. So at this point I'm in the corner. He's got reverb up. I can't throw this SP2 or I'm going to take a ton of damage and make this a really dangerous fight. So I'm going to play it a little bit slow, get an intercept here. That's big. Throw off the SP3. BG, yeah, I've been with them since last season. They're pretty solid. 33. Holy cow, man. They died 33 times. That's a lot. I think Matrix died 15, which was not great. Dexter, my man, how are you doing? So yeah, we get this fight under control kind of after we get out of the corner with that SP3, and we finish it out. But again, not a clean fight, and that's kind of like where I left it off for the night, and then I had one more fight this morning. Way to not panic. SP2 during reverb. Dude, JMC, I almost did. Hope you're doing well, man. I very much almost threw that SP. I almost clicked on the button, and yeah, I would have been at 0 health, and it would have been a scary situation, but we figured that one out. Dexter, doing fine, bud. You? Good, man. Glad you're doing well. It's good to see you. Pretty sure your P2 Alliance, I should recover that. Thank you, B. Yeah, we recovered that one, but we're about to get to the not great fight. Greeno, hey, good to see you, man. Welcome to the chat. So yeah, that was my first 6 fights. I got those all done last night. JMC already knows. JMC's in my battle group. He already knows what's about to happen. But yeah, those were my first 6 fights for the war, all Corvus, and honestly, it's kind of hard to die with Corvus. You guys saw that Void fight, so let's move on to the main event. So, spoiler alert. You know what? I'm just gonna let this fight play, and we're gonna watch what happens, and then we're gonna break it down. Dexter. After a while, I managed to get T5B and overflow. Nice, man. I'm still very low on T5B. So let's watch me take this fight, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, this is hard. This is gonna be hard to watch. Show us playing with your. Whoa, Brandon, man, hold on, buddy. I know it's Friday night and we're drinking the adult juice, but I don't know if I'm gonna show that on stream. So yeah, going pretty well. Well, actually, it's not going that well so far. Dexter, I did 7.2 exploration recently, so that yeah, those path rewards are really nice. I'm actually really looking forward to 7.4. If the leaked rewards are accurate, that'll be huge. But even if they're not, the path rewards alone, looking forward to that T5B. So, all right, man thing, we're about to get to that critical point. Boo. Yeah, that would be I think the viewership might go up, Brandon. You never know. Alright, so there it is, boys. Okay, so we'll break down what happened, but you'll see obviously we're in a pretty precarious situation here. And the strongest champion in the game, man thing, is kind of kicking my ass. So, oof, this hurts, man. This hurts in your debut. Your debut with the new gang, trying to prove yourself, and you go out and you perform like this. So yeah. All right. Just come on, Vision. Do the thing and. Oof, there it is. Okay. let's pause there. Dexter, I'm waiting for 7.4, and after I'm done with it, I'll probably start Act 6. Oh, dude, Act 6 is a grind. Okay, so let's go back to the start of this fight. Okay, so Conflictor mini boss. Vision versus Man Thing. So obviously things I've gone in my favor: poison immunity, power control. I'm going in here with a power start 1 boost, and I'm going to try to just control his power and just slowly work him down. So the first mistake I made, I took this fight several times in the off season practicing this node, and the prowess puncture never really came into play. I didn't take too much block damage. But with this playstyle with Vision, you really do have to parry quite a bit, and it's going to hurt quite a bit. You'll see the block damage. We'll break that down in a second. Dexter, yeah, but now I got decent rosters. That might actually be fun. Hey, you know what? Just last night we were streaming actually, and someone was asking about the Grandmaster fight, so I was like, let's go back and let's do a path. And doing the Grandmaster fight was a lot more fun now than it was when I first took the Grandmaster, so I feel you on that. So, okay, anyway, getting into this fight, let's look at the first parry we take. Okay, so here's the first parry we took from this guy, right? I've got the power start 1 on, and I take 209 damage, so that's a very, very sustainable amount of damage. And the way this node works, again, if you do the same attack twice, you get that that block penetration, right? So I was talking to King Dragonite about this afterwards. Shout out to him for reaching out to me, but I definitely should have been going for the light medium combos and just not dealing with that node, because I mean that could have saved me a ton of health on this. I might have actually gotten this done even with the mistake I made. But let's watch this next parry come in. Oh, missed it. It's kind of hidden behind the heads. There it is. Okay, so 2,135 damage. That's a lot more than 200. It's 10 times more. Dexter, I can say the same about Gwynmaster. I finished that quest a few days ago. She was terrible in the first run. I did 4 paths in 1 day and had mad fun. I feel you there, man. That Gwynmaster, I tell you what, everybody, rank up your Professor X's. Professor X, you know what they love to throw on boss fights? Reverse controls. You know what I hate? Reverse controls. Justin. Hey Justin, welcome to the chat. It won't be fun. I did it on 1 account and having to do it again on the second. It's that thing you really don't want to do, but you gotta do. Yeah. Act 6, man, just so many very specific lanes. Really tough. Okay, let's finish this fight. This is the last fight for me for the war. Obviously I die in it, and yeah, I was kicking myself this morning, but so yeah, shouldn't have messed around with the prowess puncture. And I'm just gonna skip ahead to, again, the big mistake, because I honestly think I could have still finished this fight relatively safely. So coming up here, that timer, right, when he gets his armor, he has a chance to go unstoppable, and I know that. I'm winning the health battle, and coming up here, it's gonna be pretty close. Like, I'm gonna parry and he's gonna get his armor, and he's probably gonna go unstoppable, and I think I'm gonna be able to dex it. Okay, so there it was. this up a little bit. Oof, that combo hurt. Okay. So, he comes in. I re-parry him. Ugh, the block damage is insane. But I go for the re-parry. And look at Vision here. Man, what is this? My man's just standing here while this gigantic swamp monster is about to hit him in the face. Holy. So, yeah, I thought I could Dex here. In retrospect, I absolutely should have backed off when that timer was coming up. Just completely get out of the situation. There's no reason I should put myself in a situation where I'm even going to get hit. Or have the potential to get hit, and instead of trying to Dex out of this, I could have been half a screen away. So he's gonna combo me here, and I'm gonna lose a ton of health. But Dexter, okay, Prof X was awesome for it, and he will definitely be on my team for GM fight. Yeah, yeah, we took on the GM last night. I brought Prof X, and he pretty much just bypassed that third phase. Even if it's not fun now, I got quite a few nuke champs, so I'll be able to deal with fights easier. Yeah, man. I mean, if I had let's just think about GMC. I already got the talking to, man, about boosts. I should have boosted harder. I didn't have any 30% boosts, and I should have bought some. That mistake will not be made again. I thought my 18-second Corvus fight earlier would make up for it, but I just can't die, man. I don't want to die again this season, so yes, this fight is long. But anyway, fast forward, we go back in, and we finish him off. Still I just need to play around that. So many mistakes, man. I should have just played around this conflictor node. There's no reason I should have. I just shouldn't have died in this fight, man. So, yeah, 7-1. Really disappointed with that fight, but it's over now. War 1, we gotta win. Our BG did okay. I think we died about 3 times per BG, so hopefully we can clean that up. That's not good enough for top 3, so. But again, I was happy with the first half of the first day of war. Really unhappy with that fight. Like I was telling Doc before kind of some of you other guys hopped in, my whole life I've dealt with something called imposter syndrome, right? Yeah, JMC, we did kind of suck. We sucked pretty bad. 9 deaths is not good enough. Thankfully, Matrix sucked harder. But yeah, imposter syndrome. So I started about 3 years ago taking this game seriously again. Started on a gold alliance and gold. Yeah, like low gold, like gold 3 or 4. I don't even know how many golds there are. The lowest one. And I've worked hard to get here, hard to get better, grow my roster, complete content. You know, you work really hard, and every time you kind of take that next step, you end up in a situation where you're the new guy, you're kind of the underdog. And when I died today, I was sitting there this morning thinking, like, man, I don't belong here. Like, these guys don't die. Like, what am I doing here? Why am I out here in my first war dying? Right, like I should just, you know, like have them replace me. Like all these like negative thoughts will just fill your head, and you really have to block those out, right? Like mistakes are made, you have to learn, you have to improve on them, and you have to try to do better next time. And hey, if I keep performing like this, yeah, Noon should probably find a better option. But I know I can perform better than this fight, and I know I've learned from my mistakes in the past, so that's what we're gonna do moving forward. But hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown kind of the war fights. And yeah, that was War 1. Again, I think we won 15-9. A lot of room for improvement, but you know, that's our starting place for the season. So big Facts, man. Shut up, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, JMC. Yeah. We're gonna... just you wait. We'll pull a good season out here. And I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited to be a part of... the gang and really try to see what we can accomplish this season. I mean, again, I have some good friends in this alliance that I've known for a while, and I know there's just a ton of talented players, and if we focus up and really get our shit together, I think we can compete with anyone. Dexter, shit happens, bud. It can happen to anyone. Keep your chin up. Nah, again, I appreciate it, Dexter. My chin is very much up. It was definitely down this morning. I took that fight and I was like, ah, shit, man. But we got it done. How's everybody doing? What are you guys doing this Friday evening? Well, my drink is very much empty. I'm drinking ice, but having a little homemade cocktail and reviewing our war fights, and let's get back to just chilling in the arena for a bit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that breakdown. I want to start doing that kind of, hopefully when I review war fights in the future, I will be reviewing wins only. But even in wins, very rarely is there a fight where you make 0 mistakes. So that was something for Dexter. Getting ready for bed. I feel you, man. 11:30 p.m. here. I'll be up for a little while. I'm just kind of a night owl. I don't probably sleep as much as I should, so. But gotta get that sleep, man. I usually end up just watching BG and finishing out my arena. just don't die in a loss. That's the worst. Oh, dude, you don't even know if I had died and we lost by like 1. Oh, that would have shattered me. Holy, 5:50 a.m. So that would put you in. Also, dude, you're going to bed at 5:30 a.m. Man, must have been a good Friday night. But yeah, James, if I had died and we had lost by like 1 or 2, holy cow. Yeah, I don't think I honestly got as hard of a talking to as I should have. That fight was fucked up. I really messed that fight up. I can't be down like that. So, I think because we won, people were a little bit less upset with me. But KT brought me. Oh, dude, appreciate that. Cody, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, yo. Yash. I'm saying that right. Rosh Shahane. Yeah, Dexter's in the house. Yeah, Dexter, that sleep schedule, man. Get some sleep, get some rest, buddy. But I'm right there with you. Some nights I'm up way too late. Appreciate you guys stopping by. And definitely appreciate KT sending you guys over. I really love what KT's doing over on his channel, and if you haven't, you should check out his second channel. It's something I'm also really passionate about. KT is essentially doing a channel on critical thinking and addressing issues that are really prevalent today. And man, the way people talk to each other nowadays is just not cool. It's just not the way that people debate issues and just make everything so emotional and non-fact driven. It just sucks, man. So I'm really loving that channel so far. So I encourage you guys to check out his second channel if you haven't already. But Dexter, Greeno, Cody, Yash, everybody really appreciate you. This is kind of crazy to see the chat popping off like this on just my second stream. So KT1, much love, bro. Don't know if you're listening in, but really appreciate you. Cody, appreciate it. Can't watch for long. Dropping a sub though. Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you stopping by at all. We're just hanging out. We just reviewed our war fights, and now we're just gonna be chilling in arena, hanging out, talking about whatever, man. So appreciate you being able to stop by at all, and I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, great weekend, and yeah. Aaron, I don't think I said hi to you. Hi, Aaron. Welcome. Glad to have you. Man, arena without suicides is tedious. It is not fun, but it's way too expensive to be putting on suicides in between placing defense, and man. My usual streaming time, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dexter. This is only my second stream since setting things up, so I wouldn't say I have a usual streaming time yet. I'm gonna try to find one. I'm thinking that my regular time will be 8 to 10 or 11 Eastern time, so I don't know what that is in your time, but essentially I would be wrapping things up now. Start about 2.5 hours ago, so that's what I might be shooting for, just because with work and everything. God knows when Kabam is going to introduce the layout. Dude, mastery layout. Let me just set my phone down and talk about this. I don't get it, man. I mean, other than it's not like they even make that much money off of us switching our masteries. Like, sure, I guess they make a little minutia of us buying units for it, but really it's just annoying. So like, I'm hoping that Battlegrounds will really force that. Dexter, I am from Indianapolis, Indiana, in the United States, so pretty central United States. But yes, mastery setups need to happen for sure. Alright. Normally when I'm in arena I try to practice things, but man, it's been a long day, so I don't know how carefully I'm playing arena. I do always try. I've got an Apocalypse coming out next. We're gonna try to keep practicing our full dexes on his special one, so let's see if we can pull it off or embarrass ourselves. I would never do this in war, but it's cool to try. Alright. Here we go. Alright, buddy. He'll throw it eventually, I swear. Oh, not that. Okay. I was a little early. Basically, the key to this is when his foot comes down is when you start your first dex, and then you're just going to keep dexing 3 more times. Late again. Again, not a safe thing to do. Don't ever do this in war, and if you do and you die, don't tell them I told you to do it. Alright, we're gonna get this last one, watch. Come on, buddy. Just throw it. Not today. Okay. I swear, man. I'm gonna blame it on this empty drink. But how's everybody doing tonight? Did you guys have good War Ones? Hopefully they were better than mine. His SP timing is so tight. Yeah, I mean, there's several much safer ways to take it. My preferred method to reduce block damage is dex the first beam, block the second beam, dex the third beam. My preferred safe method is block, dex, obviously. But Aaron, awesome. Terrible first war. Sorry to hear that. I've had terrible first war. I'm gonna say I had a terrible first war. I died, and I don't want to die. I'm assuming that means maybe you guys lost though. But it's one more. There's 11 more. You guys can figure it out, and you can turn it around hopefully. So, Yash, is Indianapolis and Minneapolis near to each other? Their names sound so similar. I have a friend in Minneapolis. Yeah. So Minneapolis. Let me make sure I get this right. Minneapolis is in. Holy, why is, dude? I made this drink way too strong. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but no, they're not super close. I believe it's 7 hours north of us. Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's Minnesota. Yep, that's right. Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's friends that went to college there. It is not terribly close. It's a long drive, but a beautiful city. Yeah, probably a little bit more beautiful than Indianapolis, to be honest. So, Greeno, we won our first war, which is cool. Good job, man. That's good to hear. Yeah. Winning War 1 is always nice. We also won our first war, but again, way too many deaths. 9 deaths, and one of them was mine, so plenty of room to improve. And get better and keep the streak up for the next one. Alright, let's see if there's anything we can practice here. Got a Craven. I haven't played against Craven too many times. So, practice his specials, practice, Professor X. Practice his specials, practice not getting caught with his traps. Oof, reaction time is slow. How you guys feeling about the topic of the day for me, honestly, is the Abyss Karina challenges. I don't know where you guys are with your Karina challenges, but that is something that I read and immediately got terrified for. I spent way too many revives on the Labyrinth or Karina challenges, so I'm not looking forward to dealing with the Abyss Karina challenges. Alright, trap coming out of the ground now. Dex, okay. But 7.4 coming out. We got Battlegrounds coming up soon. We've got some champion buffs. There's a lot going on in the contest right now, which is cool. It's been a dry couple of months. Man, I've been bored. I'm bored enough to be in arena, but I don't love spending time in arena. Yash. Okay, depends on rewards, to be honest, but the Abyss is too much, I guess, and if it's something like red or blue Cyclops, then hell, I'm not doing anything. Yeah. If I have to win a fight in Abyss with the Cyclops, I'm done. I quit. No, thank you. I hope it's just like something along the line, like, okay, best case scenario. They say, go solo this fight. Like, beat this champion with this champion, right? So maybe you have to do a couple fights. Worst case, they're like, use this star level and this specific tag to complete an entire path of Abyss, which will be absolutely atrocious. And it's just the collector, man. He sucks. Defacet better not be 4 stars again for Abyss. Dude, if it's 4 stars for Abyss, I mean, take what we spent in revives on the Labyrinth and multiply it by 10. I mean, maybe I'm being dramatic, but basically. That would not be cool. Not be cool at all. Welcome to the stream, DeFaust. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but glad to have you. And yes, let's please pray to the Kabam gods that we will not be taking 4 stars into Abyss, because I barely got through it with 5 stars, so. What I can tell you guys is I am not someone who's going to rush it for a profile picture. I will farm revives and spend as few units as possible. I'm stingy like that, so. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, if we have to take 4 stars into Abyss, we're never getting out. We're just gonna be, it's actually going to be an Abyss that we never get back out of, so let's hope it's not that. You saw KT1's post and I thought you'd show some love to a new streamer. Well, first of all, I'm very grateful to KT for posting. I haven't seen the post myself yet, but that's really cool, man. Again, I know I'm in his alliance and that I've hung out in his stream a bit, but there is no real reason that he had to do that, so I really appreciate that. KT rubs some people the wrong way because he's brutally honest, but I mean, I think he's a good guy, and again, really appreciate him sending you guys over here, and yeah, it's fun to get to hang out with you guys. I spent about an hour talking to myself yesterday, which was pretty humbling, but you know, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes, so. Trying to have as much fun with it as possible and just enjoy the process, enjoy this game, try to have fun with it. So just a post in online chat. Oh, cool. Well, again, still really appreciate that. KT, if you're out there somewhere, I appreciate you, brother. But yeah. Yesterday we did pretty much an arena grind, and then, I don't know, Doc, if you're still here, but Doc is working on the Grandmaster fight, so we went in and did a path in 6.4.6 and took on the Grandmaster. Initial days are always hard, man, don't give up, and who knows, you might have more. Hey, you know what, I'm not trying to compete with KT, but I appreciate the positivity. That'd be pretty sick. But I mean, part of me enjoys having just a smaller gang that, you know, you can take the time to respond to people's comments. I don't know how KT manages to keep up with this chat as well as he does. So, yeah. Takes guts to stream to 0 viewers. I felt a little crazy. I won't lie. Oh yeah, I won't lie to you. I felt a little insane. But then my man Doc showed up. He was my first chatter, and we went and took on the Grandmaster together. So that was fun. It's rough talking to yourself. Oh, you guys that come on here and do this takes balls. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm gonna be on here playing Arena anyway. The way I figure it is, you know, I used to play more like FPS games, and so me and my friends would be just on Discord calls, right? Discord calls, just hanging out. Back in the original days, I mean, I don't play Fortnite anymore, but when it first came out, played that together, played Escape from Tarkov a lot. And, you know, I really enjoyed, I'm kind of an insomniac, and so I kind of stay up late, kind of just grinding Arena or working on farming revives, farming potions, and so it's nice to have some people to hang out and talk to. It's a little different, obviously, streaming, but it's similar in the sense that we're just hanging out, and I don't know what you guys are doing. Maybe you're arena grinding, maybe you're just chilling on a Friday night, but whatever you're doing, I just appreciate you being here. I really do. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and whether we make it to 1 million subs or 0 or 100, I'm good with it, man. Having a good time. So again, appreciate each and every one of you in the chat. Welcome one and all. We're just gonna hang out. Let me know if there's anything, any questions you have, anything you want to know about me or want to know about the game. I'm not the most experienced person in the game, but I have some knowledge, so maybe I can help you out, or maybe someone in the chat can help you out if you're working on a piece of content or something. So I'm just trying to get these units, man. I'm just out here trying to get some units, so. Waiting for 7.4, waiting to see what we're gonna have to deal with for the Karinas, and just trying to farm units because I think I need to buy some 30% boosts for war. What was that? Stun Purify was weird. Alright, we're getting there. We're almost done with this arena, and then I don't know what I'm gonna have to do after that. Do you work somewhere or what? Yes, I do have a job. I work in essentially marketing. More specifically, I develop content. So I work for a company that essentially is working on a tool that helps other businesses quantify their culture. So like how healthy is the organization that you work for? When your employees, are they happy? Are they do they have good relationships with their managers, with their coworkers? Do they wake up every morning excited to go to work, or are they like, oh, I have to go to work today? Stuff like that. We're working to quantify that, and so I develop a lot of the content for whether that's our website or marketing to prospective clients. 2EZ, welcome to the channel, my dude. I feel like I've seen you in several other chats, but it is great to have you. DeFaust has tipped dude. Let me just pause. That means a ton. That is the first ever donation on this channel. DeFaust. Wow. I really appreciate you. Appreciate the guys to stream and keep going when nobody was there yesterday. Hopefully that's the last time that happens. I hope so too, man. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Wow. First ever contributor on the channel. Let me you know, I put this homie of the day up there kind of ironically, like no one's gonna donate to me, but there we go. It is DeFaust. And fun fact, I grew up in Germany and I know exactly what your name means, sir. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That's really awesome. Wow, can't say enough how much that means. First ever donation on the channel. It's just so sick. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by and being so generous with your time and your money. Devastator, hey, what's up? Welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you guys are having a lovely Friday. It's been a long one for me. Honestly, that's a good question, Yash. I think he just donated through the Streamlabs link. I'm not honestly sure. I hadn't even like thought about setting that up yet. So I'm honestly, you'll have to ask DeFaust. I don't know how he did it, to be honest. I'm sure as I do this a little bit more, I'll figure it out a little bit more, but yeah, I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with you. I'm not sure what he donated through. So DeFaust, appreciate you. Check description for Streamlabs. There you go. He went through the Streamlabs link. So hopefully we'll get donos set up and stuff. But again, that's, to be honest, it just wasn't even on my mind. I didn't think anyone would be donating, so I hadn't set it up yet. But super cool. Devastator, support your European content creator, so I subbed. I'm assuming you came over from KT as well, maybe. Yeah, personally not European. I did grow up in Europe. I grew up in Germany, which was a pretty cool experience, but yeah, I live in the US again now, so, but I'm glad to have you. Yeah, tons of love to our European community. Again, this game is so cool that it's so worldwide, and that so many people from all across the world are playing it. So at a time like this when the world's kind of going to hell and some of our European family is really, going through something pretty terrible with the invasion, it's just cool to know that like all around the world this game brings people joy, and that they're able to just get away, escape that for a bit. So really glad to have you here, man, and appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, no problem either way. Yeah, not technically European, but it's okay. Military brat DeFaust? No, so I was not actually a military brat. I have some friends, a lot of friends who are military brats. So my dad worked for a company called Caterpillar. It's a construction company that makes like excavators and big like dump trucks and stuff. And so they had a plant over in Germany. When I was in second grade, we moved over there, and yeah, a lot of my childhood was spent in Germany while my dad worked that job. And yeah, really cool experience. Got to travel Europe a lot, and just really honestly grew up more as a German than an American. So obviously now I'm back in the States, but that's something that's really precious part of my kind of life experience. And yeah, there was a military base very close to us, so a lot of other American kids in that area were military brats. So okay, so I'll read your message in 1 second, Aaron. Really, I just want to say, I don't know how people play serious content and also stream. I'm out here trying to like do arena and read chat, and I'm dying to the Siberian. So this is rough. I work for a German company here in the U.S. They're constantly sending people over for months and years. Yeah, definitely not super uncommon. Germany is a very underrated country. They get a bad rap, and I think we all know why they get a bad rap as a country. But in my experience, German people are some of the most loving, friendly, fun people around, and a lot of other countries in Europe get way more like hype. Like I'd say like France, Italy. Nothing against those countries, but again, I grew up in Germany, and I think it's just one of the most underrated countries in Europe. So if you ever have a chance to visit, I highly recommend it. But just trying to grind these units, guys. I have to buy the AW package so I don't die like a scrub again. Get my 30% boost. Aaron, is there any chance that they're ever going to send you to Germany? Would you consider working overseas? I guess I'm assuming you work in the US, but yeah. Hyperion's an arena, man. I'm just out here trying to play mindlessly. That ought to do it. If they wanted to send me, I'd go for a few months. Don't know if I could do it for a few years. Yeah, totally understandable. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what I would do. My parents obviously were the ones who went for that opportunity, and I just kind of got to benefit from it. And I think it's a lot easier to say, like, as a kid, yeah, I didn't mind. I lived in Germany, but like I didn't put anything on the line, right? Like I wasn't the one who actually moved there, but. Just curious, are you Android or iOS? So I play on Android, specifically on Pixel. And this is like a sneaky tip, but in the history of these bugs and issues that we've faced, I have experienced 0. Very smooth experience throughout all of this. Haven't really had any issues with inputs, and yeah, I had some lag on an older phone, but I just upgraded to the latest Pixel, and man, beautiful screen, 120 frames per second. Just, the game looks great, but excuse me. Devastator, who you're grinding for? So I'm not actually grinding for a champion. If I was, I would be very far behind because I'm only at not even 3.5 million. But I'm just grinding for the milestones, basically getting the units, and yeah, I haven't really. I don't have the time with my life right now to really dedicate 3 days to the arena, so maybe sometime when if it lines up perfectly, I'll go in for a champ, but yeah, no interest really right now in going for a featured. Aaron says, I'm on iOS, iPhone 11, and it seems like it just gets worse and worse. Yeah, man, again, I get from a software development perspective that there's different teams working on the input issues and all the content and stuff that's coming out for the game, but they're so intertwined that I know it's hurting the experience for a lot of people, and I really hope that, I know they just pushed it back again, which I'm sure is disappointing for anyone really struggling with those issues, but I'm really hoping that the changes that they make come soon and are effective. The widescreen format made me think it might be Android. Yes, yeah. So it is Android. It's Pixel specifically. Yeah, it's a very large widescreen, and I really love it. I know some people play on iPads, square screen and stuff. The Pixel is nice because it's base Google without so much bloatware from other. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love the Pixel. I've had the Pixel since kind of the first gen. My wife has iPhone, and most of my family had iPhone. I'm slowly converting them to the Pixel, but yeah, it's a great phone. Couldn't recommend it anymore. It really has performed awesome in this game, and fast, beautiful screen, and just a lot of fun to play on. I mean, when I upgraded my phone, I was on an older Pixel, and it was kind of a learning curve to get down all my timings and stuff now that I'm on this new phone, but definitely feel much more in control with my champions now than I was before. Oh, I thought he killed it. 1%, man. Some older, and Joe MC, first of all, welcome to the chat, man. Really sorry about that was probably loud. Really glad to have you here. Welcome. Some older Android phones, the game is horrible to play on, lags and crashes a lot. Yeah, so I never had any crashes on my older phone, but it definitely had some lag, but that was honestly before the input issue started. It was just an old phone. It was probably some memory, more of a memory issue than anything else. Yeah, I remember specifically one war fight that I took, and in the middle of a combo, I was fighting someone, and I went to throw my special, and the game just locked up for like a solid 3 seconds maybe, and then it came back, and I was eating a special 2 to the face, so really not fun. But Yash, first of all, Aaron, yeah, see you there, saying you enjoyed hanging out, heading to bed. Really appreciate having you here. Awesome. Appreciate that sub as well. I always appreciate everyone that feels the graciousness to subscribe to the channel. So thank you. Hope you get some good rest and have a great weekend. And yeah. Yash says I use OnePlus 7T and it's smooth until date. Yeah, that was a phone I actually looked at. I think honestly any of the new flagship phones you're going to be doing pretty well with this game. It's pretty well optimized. Obviously there's going to be some issues and everyone's experience is different, but it seems like a pretty cool phone. Fast. I was on a Galaxy S20 and just upgraded to 22. Both operate way smoother than my iPad. Just use the iPad for Arena. Yes. Yeah. I haven't played on an iPad before. Probably depends on the iPad you have too. I'm sure like the brand new iPad Pro would be pretty nuts, but yeah, I would only use my phone for important fights as well. Best champ in the game for you. Okay, so let me finish this. I'll answer that question very shortly. We'll go take a look at the roster. The short answer is I don't think there is a best champ in the game. I have favorite champions, but this game is very much, in my opinion, about finding the right counter to the specific fight that you're facing. So champions that a lot of people will write off as bad or not having enough damage or whatever, right? Could be a really good champion if the fight demands it, if the fight has the right nodes for it. So that's kind of my personal opinion, but we'll go take a look at some of my favorite champs in a second. Joe MC, thank you. I thought you were KT1 and thought he's up very late or very early. No, not KT1. Apparently he sent some people my way. I really appreciate that, but no, I am in an alliance with KT. He's a teammate of mine, and I respect him a lot as a content creator and streamer, so I'm glad you mistook me for him, but yeah, appreciate you being here, man. Devastator says I run iPad Pro from 2018 and game is running smooth as well. Yeah, good. I'm glad the game is running smooth for you. It's always frustrating when it's not. Okay, so let's go look at the roster a little bit, talk through some of the champions. Ooh, units. Yay. Go talk through some of the champions that I really like to play. Okay. So we'll start at the top left. I have one rank 4, Dr. Doom. So this was a combination of a couple reasons that I made this choice. Dr. Doom is not my favorite champion in the entire game, but he is obviously a very strong champion and he has very good prestige. And I do enjoy playing him. So at the time, especially with the resources that I had, it made a lot of sense to take him up as my first rank 4. So yeah, huge shout out to Dr. Doom as a really strong champion. If we move along, I would say my favorite champion in this top row is Professor X. Professor X, I didn't have Aegon for Abyss, and so Professor X did a lot of the work for me. I pulled him kind of early and learned him by watching some other content creators. So Professor X put in a ton of work for me. One of my absolute favorite champs in the game. I think he's so strong. Really useful in a lot of places. Not great if you run suicides, but really strong. Moving right along that row, Warlock was my first rank 3. Brent Oakley, Prof X, my man. Yes, Prof X is the man, not just your man. He is the man. Such a cool champion. Greeno says he's a huge Warlock fan. Yeah, Warlock, again, my very, very first rank 3 when I beat 6.4. I got some 6-star shards, right, from beating the Grandmaster. Pulled Warlock. I had a tech gem from my first clear of Abyss. Everything worked out. He was my first awakened rank 3 6-star. My first rank 3. So a lot of fond memories of Warlock. I've used him in a ton of war fights, used him all over the place in Act 6, Act 7. Really awesome champ. Some more recent pull obviously is Hercules, and I mean I'm sure you can't go anywhere on YouTube without seeing Hercules and seeing how strong he is. Not actually my favorite champion to play, but just undeniable to value, so an easy rank 3 for me. Here's one that is not as popular, but Ebony Maw. I think Ebony Maw is a stellar champion, very useful in a lot of situations, and I use him a lot. I ranked him up before I needed to for defense, but obviously he's good on defense as well. Really enjoy him. Moving down that list, probably my second favorite champion in the whole game is Mr. Negative. So If you watch, I have an alliance mate, MP Blaze, who's in my battle group, who is very, very strong with Mr. Negative, some other good Munash, if you guys are familiar with Munash, plays him a lot, but very strong champion, lots of utility, really awesome champion. My second favorite champ to play in the game, probably. Yash, don't have a 6-star ghost, so she is... Let's go find my 6-star ghost. Get off the deck, hold on. So yeah, there she is, awakened at rank 2. And so let me explain why she's at rank 2, because I think a lot of people would be like, why is she not at rank 3? She's a ghost. She's the best champion in the game. So I had 5-star ghost pretty early on in Act 6, and I pretty much did all of Act 6 with 5-star ghost. By far my most used champion there, just did a ton of work for me. Obviously that ghost is Sig 200. That awaken ability is really cool. This ghost is, I think, Sig 20. Yep, Sig 20, rank 2. And just by the time I got to 7.3, I found I don't really run suicides other than when I have to for war. And on top of that, I really enjoy Ghost at high sig, and so in a lot of situations, I would just bring in my rank 5-star and use her instead. So maybe she'll go to R3 eventually, especially as we gear up for 7.4 here. But yeah, so far she's been sitting kind of at rank 2. Yes, Sig 200 5-star ghost is better than 6 always until you max figure out. Yeah, I think. I think she would hit a lot harder at R3, but yeah, I don't enjoy playing her unless she's that high sig, so you can really take advantage of that power gain. So, okay, I think we're at Mr. Negative. Yeah, Mr. Negative, my second favorite champ. Kitty Pryde is one that I'm really learning to play. Really enjoying her. Did you find Prof X useful on Abyss Path 4 or 5? Yes. So let me just make sure I'm not blowing smoke here, but let me just go. It's been a minute, so I just want to make sure that I can look at these paths and I can tell you exactly who I used. Okay. So path 4 starts Darkhawk, Luke Cage, Killmonger, yada yada. Okay, yes. So path 4, I used Prof X for Luke Cage, for Killmonger, for, let's see, Korg on that path. Just trying to track the green here. For Masakra, I used him a good bit. And then, there's 2 Killmongers on that path, so I used him for the second Killmonger as well. And then path 5, I used him actually for Invisible Woman right off the bat, and then I used him for Thor Rags for a good amount of it, I believe. Aegon, you can kind of use whoever, but I think I did use Prof X for a lot of it. And then, once again, I also used him for Karnak a good bit there at the very end of that path. So, yes, got a lot of Prof X fights in the Abyss. Again, I would say for 3 out of my 4 paths, he was the primary clearing champion. Just does so much damage if you're able to play him well. So, okay, so I'll wrap this up pretty quickly and we'll finish out the arena. But yeah, Kitty Pryde, new pull that I'm really excited about. Kind of looking at her for a potential next rank 4. Just so nuts. Nimrod here is a champion that I've really been enjoying, also considering for my next rank 4. Obviously, Torch did a lot of work for me. Apocalypse is nuts. So there's a ton of good champions, but yeah, My favorite champion in the games to play are Prof X and Mr. Negative, probably. So, Yash, gotta go, man. For now, enjoyed my time here and would look forward to future streams. Hey, adios. Later, man. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you again. Stop by and say hi. I will definitely be looking forward to seeing you in another stream. So, have a great Friday, man. Have a great weekend. Yeah, so hopefully that's a quick answer to the best champ in the game for me. But yeah, Brent. Yeah, I'm assuming based on that question, maybe you're looking at some paths in Abyss and looking at who you're gonna bring. I do think Professor X is a really good option. I just think you have to be able to play him to his style. I think he's punishing, because if you make a mistake and you lose your prowess, the ramp up takes a while, so you just have to be able to play him well. But if you can play him well, he can do a ton of damage. So that's what it's all about in the Abyss. Chase, hey man, I'm gonna pop in and say hi. Hey Chase, how are you, man? Is that the Chase? My former alliance mate, Chase? Even if you're not, welcome, Chase. Really glad to have you here in the stream. Brent, I was looking to plan those 2 paths soon and have an R3 Prof X. I wanted to bring him. It is you, Chase. Dude, welcome. Glad to have you. I hope you guys won your award today. I was seeing some stuff pop off in the chats, and man, hope you guys closed it out, and hope you're relaxing on this Friday night after a stressful war. But yeah, Brett, Abyss paths, I would just say, if you can fit him on the team and you can use him well, you should definitely bring him. I'll say personally, again, I didn't have Aegon until path 5, so 18. Whew, that is close. Hey, I'm glad you guys won. That's the right start to the season, even if there's things that need to be cleaned up. Badass Joker, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here. But yeah, Chase, you just missed it. We were breaking down my first war of the season. It was going really well until it wasn't. We'll just leave it at that. I'm indeed relaxing. Go to bed soon. Karina 2.0 and 7.4 reeled me back in for this month. Yeah, dude, you keep threatening to retire, and then they're dropping content that you can't afford to miss. So, I mean, if anything, I'd advise you to take a break from being an officer, because that changed the game for me. How did we do this? We won. As an alliance, we won. Noon beat Matrix 15-9, but again, Noon's trying to compete for top 3, so we need to be at like 3 deaths instead of 9. But I personally went 7-1. I was 6-0, and then I performed very poorly in a fight. So again, I'll link my war video in the chat. Feel free to watch it or not watch it, but yeah, just not a great fight by me. I made a lot of mistakes, and the new global, I just wasn't really prepared for it, and yeah, I died. So hopefully that's my only death of the season. But how about you, man? I'm assuming you brought in your rank 4 99 and killed everything. I'm still holding off on ranking mine, man. I know he's busted, but I just haven't gotten really the chance to play him in much content yet. There's always someone. I guess I need to rank him up so that I'll get him assigned, but I don't know. New global almost took me out. Also finished fight with 1% health. 7 seconds left on the time. Dude, what? Who? If you don't mind me asking, what matchup were you up against? That sounds like it was a very interesting fight. Hey, 8-0. Good start, man. Good start to the season. I wish I was 7-0. Just leave it at that. Almost done with these milestones, everyone. Oh, dude. Why did I know it was going to be Super Scroll? That dude with this global is gnarly. Okay, so Path 8, Section 2, that would be Rich Get Richer? Am I tripping? Rich Get Richer? Did you use 99 or did you use somebody else? But yeah, Super Scroll is really tough. I've messed around with him in the off season. MP Blaze had a really sick solo of the Super Scroll boss that we faced today. I'd recommend checking that out. Yeah, I'm assuming you just got the Wither up and turned off his power gain. Spidey's kind of good at that. But I'm curious how, yeah, I'm assuming that's why you ended at 1%, because it was probably pretty hard to also get the slow up and the Wither. I'm curious, yeah, what the rotation you used for that fight was, because I would think you'd want to get the slow up, but then that would mean you'd probably be dealing with more power gain. And just getting with Spider to get to that slow takes a while, and he gets armors when you hit into him, so. Tricky fight, man. Tricky fight. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I know you love your Spider, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that Spider's probably not the best matchup there, man. I know that's blasphemy to the great Spider 2099, but I mean, I'd send a sorcerer there probably every time. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the Faust coming through in the chat. Wouldn't sorcerer be better? Faust, we can't we can't talk to Chase about any champion other than Spider 2099. Chase yells at people in the chat about how good Spider 2099 is if they use anyone else, so you gotta be careful. He took that man to rank 4, okay? He has to use him everywhere. I'm just fucking with you, Chase. But yeah, I think Sorcerer would be really strong there. Claire would be really strong. I've seen some Mephisto gameplay so far this season. But yeah, Chase, looking forward to seeing those war videos, man. Yeah, hope that you finish this season. I enjoyed watching a ton of war videos. That's how I kind of do some of my research and figure out fight matchups and stuff. So Warlock matchup was pretty dumb. Oh, are you talking about shoot, was it Warlock versus Mangog on 54? Is that what it was? I obviously wasn't in the war, so I couldn't see who it was, but I think that's what you were essentially saying they did. Which, yeah, on that power gain node, it's a choice, I guess. It's not. Yeah, no, it's a pretty bad matchup. It's a pretty bad matchup. Sounded like there were just, yeah, some planning issues there, but. More like this man thing. Yeah. Okay. Not sure. Was it 54? I think it was still 54, right? So I hope you had fun and enjoy the new channel. Like, it's great. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks, Joe, if you're checking out for the night. I hope you have a great Friday, great weekend. Really appreciate stopping by. Hope to see you in the future. Yeah, it was 54. Yeah, so again, I think if you played it well with Warlock, technically, like if they're running well power right, which most people are, you could play it so that he would never throw a special. And Man-Thing doesn't get armor ups naturally, he would just get it from the node. I say that as I died to a Man-Thing this war. Lol. But yeah, I mean it's a doable fight, I think, but I do agree that there's much better options. I think even with, especially with a character that only gets armor through the node, yes, but I'll give you that one. Okay, I'll admit it. Spider 29 probably a better matchup there in that situation, man. I'm man enough to admit it. He's a good character. I don't dislike S99. Yes, he would make it a cakewalk. You are correct. Yeah. Warlock. I'm gonna be honest though, you probably shouldn't die with Warlock there either. But yeah, Spider 99 much better. Probably much faster, much safer. I gotta run, but dropped a sub. See you going forward. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks, The Fast. Again, thank you so much for being the first ever donation on the channel, and just hanging out tonight. Really appreciate you. Really looking forward to seeing you again. I hope you have a great weekend as well. And yeah, cheers, man. Have a good night. Chase, Warlock's damage is just so weak without armor break. Yeah, you can't bleed him with your heavy. You can't armor break him. Yeah, it's gonna be a really long fight. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's doable, but it's much slower than Spider for sure. The Faust, my man. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah. Chase, I for the record, I do agree with you. I think I'm just saying that you probably should be able to beat that fight with Warlock as well. You probably still shouldn't die. I'm assuming he didn't time out and he died, right? I don't think he timed out. I think, based on what I was reading, he just died. Which I don't think you should die there. Again, disclaimer, I died to a Man-Thing this war, so. But yeah, technically I think that matchup should be fine. Just slow. Oh, I'm so ready to be done with Arena, man. That has never happened to me. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I was talking to you, but hey, get some rest, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend as well. See you, buddy. I'm about to wrap it up as well. I just want to get this last milestone, and then we'll probably go over and hang out with BG and just chill. See who else is still alive real quick. Yeah, looks like it's mostly just BG. Let's see, it should be about 2 more rounds. I've been pretty slow and not on top of it tonight, so should be able to finish this out pretty quickly. But again, to those of you still in the chat, appreciate being here, lurking, whatever you're doing. Brent, I wish I was one of those people who could just sit and do arena, but I just can't. I'm normally not either, man. I know, I mean, we'll get out of here and you'll see I have 12,000 units, but I'm really, I feel like I'm going to start spending a lot more units on war boosts because I need the 30%, and that's kind of just, again, the expectation and what you do here, so I want to make sure that I have those boosts, and they're kind of expensive, so I'm here by necessity, and thankfully I have you great, awesome, wonderful people to hang out with me and make it a little bit less boring, because I've literally like fallen asleep playing arena before. Like, that's how boring it is. I have my eyes half closed and I'm just doing 5-hit combos and pairing, so I don't want to be here either, man. We're almost done, but that's why I was really hyped when Doc stopped by last night, and he was like, hey, I'm working on the Grandmaster, and I was like, that sounds so much more fun than the arena. Let's go fight the Grandmaster. I can usually do arena and short burst music playing. Yeah, same. I don't usually listen to music. I usually throw on a show in the background or a stream, so I'll just hang out while I've been hanging out a lot recently with Daddy Longlegs. I recommend you check out his channel if you're interested in just a really chill stream and educated opinions on the game and war. Really enjoy hanging out with him. Obviously hanging out with my man KT, and yeah, Enzo Eigen, another one of my favorite. I enjoy like pretty chill streams where just kind of hang out and get done what you need to get done in the game, whether that's the monthly content or some arena. But yeah, I can't spend too long in arena. I think I've only gotten like 10 rounds in here, because really we played a couple rounds, broke down my war fights, and then we slowly have been finishing off this final couple rounds of arena. But yeah, I'm not much for this game mode either. It's just very tedious. DLL is a walking in second. Dude, that dude is knowledgeable as hell. He's the man, though. I really appreciate it. It makes total sense to me. He talks about how he tutors people on the SAT. It makes sense, man. That man he's a learner and a teacher, man, and it's just really cool. I really enjoy seeing people's approaches to this game. I mean, there's some people that just are naturally super talented, and I'm sure DL is like a really strong player, but he just has that encyclopedic knowledge of the game and understanding how interactions work and making sure that you know, like if he can't beat you by being better than you, he's going to beat you by being smarter than you. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh, really, man? 3 million? Oh wait, I still have one more fight. Okay, we're going to get to the last milestone. I thought I was going to have to do a whole nother round of arena. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. This took so much longer with Suicide's off, too. get those units then. Have a good one, man. Drop a sub. Yeah, you too, buddy. Really appreciate the sub. It really means more to you than you know. And I hope that you have a great evening, night, whatever time it is where you're at, and have a fantastic weekend, man. So yeah, that's the end of the arena grind for me this weekend. I don't really do the Sunday arenas. I kind of take those days off. Let's see, we got any arena or any alliance quest to do. The boss? Ooh. Okay. Let's go potentially embarrass ourselves real quick. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by, man. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, I drank too much tonight, man. I'm slow. Alright, let's give that one more try. Been wanting to practice this fight. Pop a little potion in. Close this arena fight out. This IQ fight out. So much slower without suicides, man. Set up that. That's more like it so far. Sorry if I'm not reading chat right now, by the way. This one's gonna go unblockable. We're kind of doing it. That might get it done. Nice. Alright, first try wasn't great, but that's okay. Got it done. So, section 3 open. Not mad about it. That's gonna pretty much be it for me for tonight, guys. I'm getting pretty tired. Go open our traditional crystal. if I can find it. No, we got an hour left on the daily. Okay, well, let's open something else then. I think we got a featured 5-star, sure. From the market. Let's go get that bad boy. Let's see what we pull. Again, not really looking for anything here, just like to open something up at the end of every stream, kind of like BG does with his arena crystals. So let's see what happens. Let that spin out while we do. Again, appreciate each of you stopping by. Hope you have a lovely weekend, lovely Friday evening, wherever you're at in the world. I know it's kind of a crazy world out there, so I appreciate you guys spending some time with me tonight. That's a max sig crystal. Not too mad about that. Tigra. So could be worse. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you have a blessed weekend, and hope to see you again in the next stream. Until next time, take care, be good people. Later, guys. Bye, Greeno. Have a good one, guys.